Yeah.
Yep. Hello. Oh my goodness. Every time I get on here, I'm like, oh, I look terrible.
Hello.
There's Kalissa. And Kaden. Here we are. Here, let's move this out a little bit.
There's a woman here.
We went swimming today. So my hair is a mess.
Uh-huh. So is mine.
So we finished The Witch of Blackbird Pond yesterday. And today we're starting The Whipping Boy. And this one is for Benny, my oldest. When I called him and told him, hey, I'm going to start a channel and I'm going to read some of our favorites. He said, do you remember that book you used to read to us, The Whipping Boy? So I got this one special for Benny. This is for you, baby. It's kind of a kid's story, but it's really funny. And it's like not kids as my teenager, it's a chapter book. So it's cute. It's funny. So it'll take only a couple of days, but we'll get through it. So, I always like to ask, what did you have for dinner? Not only because it's fun to kind of share, but for ideas, right? Sometimes I just can't decide what to make, so it's fun to know what other people are making. Tonight, we had turkey noodle soup. I had some leftover frozen turkey and broth from Thanksgiving. So I made turkey noodle soup and cheesy garlic biscuits. They're kind of like the homemade version.
Slim, guys. This is my
snack. The homemade version of Red Lobster biscuits. They're really good. And then we had cheesecake for dessert. So that was yum. And then, I showed off. Oh, I didn't get anything to show off today of my stuff that I made. But I am wearing the blue necklace. So tell me what you think. It looks good.
Here's some of my
You're going to show off the...
This is her blue mushroom.
Yep, that one is so cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool. Okay, so...
And here's her heart.
So, we're just going to start this one. This one has pictures, so I'll hold them up and show the pictures whenever there's a picture. Here's the book. It's The Whipping Boy by Sid Fleischman. Fleischman. I'm not sure how to say it. Illustrated by Peter Sis. And this one was printed in... Where's the year? It's interesting always to me to... So this edition was printed in 2003, but the copyright is 1986. So when I was 6 years old. Also, today's my mother's birthday. And she's 82. She's either 82 or 83. My goodness. I tried calling her and she didn't answer. And I texted her to tell her happy birthday and she didn't reply. So I hope that means she's doing something really fun and special with family. And so she can, she'll probably call me back or text me later. But happy birthday, Mother. She's the best mother in the whole world. So, okay. Chapter 1. In which we observe a hair-raising event. No, Caden, what are you doing?
You're so noisy.
The young prince was known here and there and just about everywhere else as Prince Brat. Not even black cats would cross his path. One night, the king was holding a grand feast. Sneaking around behind the lords and ladies, Prince Brat tied their powdered wigs to the backs of their oak chairs. Then he hid behind a footman to wait. When the guests stood up to toast the king, their wigs came flying off. The lords clasped their bare heads as if they'd been scalped. The ladies shrieked. Prince Brat, he was never called that to his face, of course, tried to keep from laughing. He clapped both hands over his mouth. But out it rippled, a cackle of ha-has and haw-haws and he-he-he's. The king spied him, and he looked mad enough to spit ink. He gave a furious shout. Fetch the whipping boy! Prince Brat knew that he had nothing to fear. He had never been spanked in his life. He was a prince, and it was forbidden to spank, thrash, cuff, smack, or whip a prince. A common boy was kept in the castle to be punished in his place. That'll teach him. Fetch the whipping boy! The king's command traveled like an echo from guard to guard up the stone stairway to a small chamber in the drafty north tower. An orphan boy named Jemmy, son of a rat catcher, roused from his sleep. He'd been dreaming happily of his ragged but carefree life before he'd been plucked from the streets and sewers of the city to serve as royal whipping boy. A guard shook him fully awake. On your feet, boy. Jemmy's eyes blazed up. Ain't I already been whipped twice today? Gah, what's the prince done now? Let's not keep the great folks waiting, lad. In the main hall, the king said, 20 whacks. Defiantly biting back every yelp and cry, the whipping boy received the 20 whacks. Here's the picture. I like the pictures. They're funny. Then the king turned to the prince. And let that be a lesson to you. Yes, Papa. The prince lowered his head so as to appear humbled and contrite, but all the while he was feeling a growing exasperation. Oh, that's a little scary. You just got some little scissors. How about something else? How about something pokey? How about the paintbrush? Oh, it's so pretty. The prince lowered his head so as to appear humbled and contrite, but all the while he was feeling a growing exasperation with his whipping boy. In the tower chamber, the prince fixed him with a scowl. You are the worst whipping boy I ever had. How come you never bawl? Dunno, said Jimmy with a shrug. A whipping boy is supposed to yowl like a stuck pig. We dress you up fancy and feed you royal, don't we? It's no fun if you don't bawl. Jimmy shrugged again. Nobody wants your lemon. He was determined never to spring a tear for the prince to gloat over. Yelp and bellow next time, hear? Or I'll tell Papa to give you back your rags and kick you back into the streets. Jimmy's spirits soared. Much obliged, your royal awfulness, he thought. I'll take me rags and I'll be gone in the half blink of an eye. That was